With every new season, with every different balance patch, I always wonder, why in the world do we keep buffing meta supports? This is gonna be another rant video, but instead of Dead by Daylight, like the last one I did, which did really well, thank you all for 200 views from that.
It was perfect.
I'm gonna be ranting about why in the world we keep buffing supports like Luna Snow and Gambit. This is probably gonna be a shorter video for a rant, so hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video.
Hello, I'm your neighbor. Goodbye to see you later. I'm about to get a look at you.
Okay, so why am I complaining about supports? Aren't I a dive player? No, you can't counter supports. I genuinely don't understand why we keep buffing meta supports when like half the meta supports in this game are overpowered as shit. Like for example, let me just say this right here. An emergency patch just came out recently for Marvel Rivals Season 9, and it was right after, like the day after Season 9 came out. And you know, I'm glad that they do this because they did say since everything was gonna be so overpowered, they were gonna tune some things down, which made sense. Yes, you're gonna tune shit down. But why in the world did you buff Gambit, Luna Snow, and we nerf Ultron and Mantis? Here's the thing I loved about the new season. Ultron and Mantis, I wanted them to be stuck. Like, I wanted them to be unstuck from Triple Support Jail ever since. It's just genuinely boring that they've been stuck in support jail for that long. I wish they could be allowed in 222 comps like other characters. Hell, even Adam too. Like Jeff is probably the luckiest character to be in 222 comps, but that's only if you know how to play him like a support. The problem that I have with this new patch notes is that why in the world did they nerf Ultron and Mantis? They nerfed Ultron's healing more than half. Like, nobody complained. Complain about Ultron being meta. Like, I swear, like, I understand that Ultron can be strong in high ranks, but like it's different because at least there are 4 counters to him. He's even countered even more by Spider-Man now because he had more sustain during the first day of Season 9. Now he has no sustainability. I love how I was reading the patch notes. I'm not sure if this is fixed yet. I'm gonna try to test it in game, but apparently they said they nerfed the Snowflakes 10% damage boost, which there was a glitch in the actual like game that it actually still two-shot of 275 HP characters. I'm gonna try to test it out, but if that's true that it still works right now against 275 HP characters, I think we may have a problem. Also, Luna Snow still is already broken anyways. With her new team up with White Fox, she can literally escape any CC ability, even while she's stunned. Like, it's genuinely pathetic that they let this character become so strong. And by the way, this is the most diveable character that takes lots and lots of skill because you have to aim with the character. You don't have to just brainlessly hold a button like Cloak and Dagger. You have to actually aim and play her strategically and protect yourself from dive. Now she's just, oh, you're gonna get CC'd by Strange Ult, press one button, you snowball, and just immediately escape. Like, why? Like, I understand Guang Guang and Zeong. Like, I get it, bro. That's your golden child. I'm sorry, but you don't have to one-side with her so much. Like, why you gotta nerf the 2 most fun supports in the meta? Marvel Rivals has actually done this a few times already with most of their supports. They did this. Oh shit, did I drop? Okay, I did not. They actually did this with White Fox as well. When she came out, she was very, very balanced. That's why Season 7 was like the last good season, and then Season 8 and 8.5 just made it boring as hell. I enjoyed so much about White Fox because she was a unique character that wasn't just a brainless press ult button and you immediately stop the game for 12 seconds. No, it was a unique actual strategist that wasn't brain dead. She genuinely made the game fluid, and she was the unique one because she could be like a dive. She was actually easily counterable because anti-dive could actually counter her, and you could still dive her as most dives. Like when I played Spider-Man against her sometimes during Season 7, she was actually possible to kill. Like, she was actually genuinely, like, she wasn't easy because she did have some sustain, which makes sense since a lot of supports need sustain. They can't just die in 2 seconds. But then Zihong was just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna buff her 3 more times for no reason. Like, I understand the ult buff, which made sense since her ult need to be made a little bit stronger. But why did we have to buff her entire kit? Make her one of the strongest supports in the game, to the point where a DPS support literally became a brain dead hold one button and use an ult to just stop the game entirely type of support. Not even that, they buffed Cloak and Dagger this update. They made it so that she could use a Luna Snow team up where she could just freeze herself and stop anyone from killing her. and that's why she's one of the most banned supports in the entire game right now. I saw a Machu XD video where he was trying to dive her. He couldn't do shit, bro. Oh, he baited out her bubble? Nope. She immediately went to her cloak, and then she immediately went to freeze, and then started that cycle over and over and over again. She was impossible to dive, especially if she has another support keeping her alive. So not only can she have 2 abilities that counter really strong ults, like for example, it counters Magneto, the character that counters her, and now she has a freeze that counters CC and dive, and she still has that bubble that sustains her and is stronger than any other support ability. She also still has that bubble. We just gotta keep buffing supports that already have their own sustain. I don't get it. And let's leave all of the shitty characters in the dust. I'm glad they reworked Black Widow. I'm just glad for that. But why do we have to nerf Mantis and Ultron? Just please make the meta for one gosh darn season. And also, let me just say, I don't know why they did this. Why did we buff Gambit? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. It sucks to see Adam, Mantis, and Ultron stuck in the dust. It angers me. It genuinely angers me. I wanted Mantis to be meta since season 4 because I enjoyed playing with her. They even buffed the Invisible Woman. I don't get that either. Now, I'm not trying to hate on the devs. I think they're great devs. They work really well. I have been guilty of complaining about them in the past to my friends and stuff. So I am a little bit upset and a little bit pimped that we keep buffing the meta supports and not give anything else to the supports that are stuck in triple support jail. I'm glad that they made Jeff a little bit meta, but again, it's the golden child of Marvel Rivals, so I'm grateful for where he is right now. In my opinion, I think he's in a perfect spot. He makes sense to be into support, but he can be countered since there are a lot more stronger support ults. I'm really glad that he's not really super duper meta. Like, sure, his survivability is great, but he's impossible to catch, but he can't really keep the team alive for a long time because there are so many other stronger supports that just does so much more healing, like Luna Snow, Cloak and Dagger, Invis, and Gambit. Now, I don't think we should be complaining, though, because Guang Guang and Xiong are strong at work. They are really overworked. And in my opinion, I want to ask this. Please go back to 3-month seasons. Like, I don't think these 2-month seasons are going to work. They're overworking you guys, and you guys are really, really tired from this. It really upsets me and makes me worry that you guys are just working too hard. You guys are doing great, but you're adding too many busted characters. The game just feels so kooky, and genuinely the balance changes just are washed. Honestly, if they bring back 3-month seasons, so we have like 1 new character every like 1.5 month, that would be great. I'm getting sick and tired of these really short seasons. Not even that, it's affecting the matchmaking. If we don't have longer seasons, that means that people aren't going to be able to get to the top ranks, because genuinely the matchmaking is so bad that we need a longer time to get up. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subs. Please go follow my Twitch, and also go sub to my second channel. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, you guys.
I said right foot creep, ooh, walking with that eater. Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see ya. Catch them bad, walk down, face them with that eater. The devil's under your feet, you're on the way to see him. Cut like Thug Shaker, brother, shaking ass to my muse. Yeah, you can call me Blue, walked in the room and I was clueless. Why you shaking ass, Quavante, what you doing? They ask why I'm so fire, cause I am a Jew, man.